What we were trying to create here was something which was evocative of the past, but also hopeful of the future. And so we've taken a part of the last remaining piece of this boatyard, the boat shed here, and we've stripped then part of it back, and then you arrive at what is this presentation center or experience center, which is essentially a recreation of an old building in a new guise. And within that, of course, we communicate all of the attributes of living in this location.
I think we were very lucky in terms of this area was having the backstory of an existing place. So we come through into what an area reminiscent of a boatyard, then moving through to this palm grove which occupies the old frame of the existing shed, and then into an area which is really about a covered courtyard, which relates back to the idea of a smithy, of a forge, of a metal workshops, which we're all here to support the East India Dock. We then move into the marketing suite itself, which is really an exhibition space, before moving on to the boardwalk adjacent to the River Thames. I think one of the most interesting things when we came down here for the first time is that although we're surrounded by water, in terms of obviously the River Thames, the River Lee, Bow Creek, you don't really experience that in terms of the existing buildings cut you off from those river views. So one of the things we were looking at was building up this journey from street to river through a sequence of spaces, but also choreographing that quite specifically so you didn't get the river view of the Thames until you were in the building itself.
So for us, we went back to basics and we're thinking about, well, what makes this place very special? Why would actually people want to engage with this place, both in a social, commercial, and ultimately in a residential way? And that's how we've reshaped the entirety of the scheme, thinking about the totality of the experience, not just the homes themselves. And that's what's so special about living on this new romantic part of London, an island, a place which is kind of in London, but also at the same time apart from London. And it's that specialness that separates what Ballymore puts in the marketplace from other people. As I said, consumers have choice and preferences, and it's our job to shape that choice and that preference with something which is a little more seductive, provocative, interesting. And to that end, we've been very successful.